Yadadai, yadadai, Yababahiyahiyo, dai dai dai, yada dai dai dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai dai dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dum. Yada da 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 da. Yada da ya 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 da. Yada da ya da yada dum. Yada da 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 da. Yada da 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 da. Yada da 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 da. Yada da ya bye bye. Erev Tov, good evening. We are back here. We were connected this morning at 9:30 and back here again tonight at 9:30 to close out another day and to begin another. And so part of our evening practice, and it has a lot to do with today, actually, but we're gonna experience it before the counting of this day. So before we count, and let's end day 18, which was Netzach Shevet Tiferet, persistence and perseverance in a place of beauty and truth. And as we end this day, let us offer this prayer. God of the universe, we forgive anyone who has angered, antagonized, or hurt us today, whether they did so accidentally or willfully, whether through speech or deed. And we pray that we're forgiven for any wrongs that we have done today, through action or word, willfully or by accident. May compassion and kindness be our guide. Forgiveness. It's not as easy as one thinks it is, or we hope it could be. But yet we strive to let it go before adding another day. You don't want to it's like people say you shouldn't go to bed angry. It's kind of like, you know what? I don't want to take this and bring it into the next day. And so as the day ends, we ask for forgiveness. Also, as the day ends, we think about our gratitude for the day that we've existed through that day. We made it to the start of a new day. So let's do the blessing for Omer counting. We'll announce the day that it is. Yesterday was day 18. And then we'll do a little teaching, a little understanding, a little something to ponder, to think about. The blessing for the Omer counting. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat Omer, al sfirat ha'omer, al sfirat ha'omer, al sfirat ha'omer. Hayom tisha asar yom shehem shnei shavuot v'chamisha yamim la'omer. Today is the 19th day of the Omer, which is 2 weeks and 5 days in. It's like the girls, no, I'm just looking down because I'm not looking at something else. I'm looking at the monitor. It's like they actually know that I came on here to work. Grabbing 2 pacifiers, looking around, and Goldie, and tossing them out the crib, like right out. Because she knows that if she has none in there, she's going to cry and I'm going to come in there to return them. Who said an 11-month-old can't be smart? Well, I got them right here. All right. She found another one. Lay down, girlfriend. We're good. Day 19. Day 19 is a 2-week, 5-day mark, and it is Hod Sheba Tiferet. Hod is the attribute of simplicity, of humility, of majesty, of gratitude, of glory, of awe. And we're still in the week of Tiferet, which is a place of truth and balance, harmony, compassion, and beauty. Hod Sheba Tiferet, being within the beauty. The light, the wisdom, the glory that rises from the unfolding of creation. The heavens declare the glory of God. The firmament tells of God's work. Day after day utters speech, night after night declaring knowledge. There's no speech and there's no words. Not a sound is heard. It's Psalm 19 on day 19, verses 2-4. The heavens declare the glory of God, being within beauty. The firmament tells of God's works, being or dwelling in beauty. Day after day, night after night, there's no words and no speech. Not a sound is heard. In the silence of the holy work. In my mind, I'm picturing this beautiful, luminescent sky. Or perhaps maybe the horizon where the sea meets the sky. I'm imagining something that is everything and nothing at the same time. To be able to just sit and be in the beauty that is. I don't know. When we sit anywhere, even if we say, well, we're going to sit and clear our minds, we're going to go to the beach, we're going to go to the park, we're going to go to Cold Spring Harbor and sit on the edge there in the wooden benches and look out at the boats, look out, whatever's happening there. And often we do things like this to be in the beauty of nature. And after 2 or 3 minutes, you start hearing the noises around you. You're there and you're being present and you're feeling the beauty as you're being in that moment. And just seconds later, the chaos and the chatter comes back to mind. It's hard to just be in the beauty without seeing all that isn't so beautiful. Without being distracted by what is in and around us. But on day 19, being within the beauty, Hod Sheba Tiferet, is our job. Perhaps if our holy work for this day is to take notice of the sky and the glorious luminescence of the day. Listening to the silence. So you're sitting, you're taking stock, inventory, you're looking into the sky. You're seeing how the sky is illuminated, whether the weather is beautiful, picture perfect, or maybe picture perfect to someone else. What you see is the beauty in that moment. Listen to the silence that is really all of what's going on around you. It reminds me of the Shema when we're supposed to cover our eyes. That is to say, don't be distracted by anything else other than your declaration to the idea, to tradition that says there's only one God. But you are so focused that you can't hear, see, smell anything other than what you're doing for those 6 words. Almost thought I counted it wrong. The silence becomes the chatter. Listen to what it is. Block it out for as long as you can. Let there be actual silence before returning back. But our practice for today doesn't only have to do with taking notice of sky and beauty in a day. It comes with this place of forgiveness, that we should forgive ourselves and be able to forgive others. That is not to say forget. That is to say, give yourself a little grace and maybe cut another some slack. As we remember that everything changes and unfolds in its own time. Perhaps that's the hardest part of all of this. Balancing out, realizing that while you think life is going on your watch and on your time clock, the reality is it's unfolding in its own time. And so when we push ourselves against the wall or up against the clock, we start forgetting lots of things. We start forgetting even the simple idea that everything is ever changing. But it's not ever changing because we're choosing that. That is the evolution. That is how it happens. So forgive yourself. Be a little gentle. Cut another some slack. Listen to the silence, which could be silent or chatter and chaos in your mind. And in that moment, stop and look around you. See the landscape that is the luminescence of the day. Also, Psalm 19, verse 15, is words we know really well. And perhaps we didn't know it was a psalm to begin with, or maybe we did. But Psalm 19:15 on day 19 says, "May the words of our mouths and the meditations of our hearts be aligned with your highest will." Let us align ourselves with oneness to the best of our ability today on day 19. We are one human family, one heart of abundant love. We love you, and I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 9:30. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. 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 O Ravinu Chai. Violet Tov, everyone. Let's get some rest. We'll see you in the morning.